Emma's starting lineup brought to you by Capital One. Jenna Young setting the table for the Crimson. Temp in the low 80s, high humidity, ready to go with Jaden Heavener facing Jenna Young. Starts her with strike one.
Curveball and that changeup that she's going to bring in there to Alabama. For the most part, you're going to see her working that rise ball and that curveball more at the top of the zone.
Young in her 8th game in the leadoff spot, 10 for 24 in the one spot time as a leadoff batter. She's up there swinging. Swing and a miss. Heavener gets the strikeout to get things started, one away in game 3 of the regionals. Alabama has outscored the opposition 27-0 so far as Wells takes the ball. First LSU win over Oklahoma since 2015. So Heavener's been in big spots with a lot on the line, but none bigger than today because the seat hit 24 batters. Her whip coming into the game is a 1.4. Slow roller to the shortstop, Edward. I know you were curious to see how Papillo would approach Heavener. Where she 2 for the Crimson Tide in her first season after transferring over from Northern Iowa. Fouls off the 2-0. It's 2-1. Have to go on a run because they're 100 home runs behind UCLA right now, which is almost impossible to believe.
No, when you
down in the first. Popped up. Going to be close. Avery Hodge does have plenty of room when you could not, you name it, to watch LSU and Alabama as we take a look at the LSU.
Tone again today against a freshman who's getting the start in a big game in the circle. Brisky, but she does have those 163 strikeouts so far on the season.
Alabama pitching, posting back-to-back one-hitters entering play here today. And Moten starts with strike one to Lassiter.
Drop ball combination. Now with both of those pitches, she's going to work all 4 zones. So that rise ball's not just going to stay up at the top all day. That drop ball's not just going to stay at the bottom.
And what we'll see from Vic Moten is a little intensity. She gets fired up, gets the strikeout one. Sierra Daniel, the junior second baseman, steps in. 3 flyouts, yes, did not in the regional final against Upstate, 2-1. But she has issued 52 walks.
1 free pass.
2-2.
There's Jocelyn Brisky over there in the dugout charting
who has back-to-back strikeouts, looking 2 down. 343, hitting 333 in the NCAA tournament. Mississippi State has upped her game in Baton Rouge, 2-1. First team all-conference selection. 2 quick ones from Moten here today. Ground ball, and there's a base hit. Second hit of the Super for LSU.
And a bit more patient and disciplined up in the batter's box today against Vic Moten.
Strike one to Alex Franklin. Get the early hitting this morning. Try to flush last night as quickly as possible. And be ready to go here on a new day with their... Moten gets her 3rd strikeout, and that does it for LSU in the first. Season alive with a 7-1 win over Mississippi State. Welcome to Rhoads Stadium in Tuscaloosa. First pitch of the 2nd inning is a fly ball off the bat of Anna Roman.
Looking very sharp so far.
And if you're just joining us, that's going to be the important thing. Heavener has struggled with her control, but when she has had command and had control.
Right after these Alabama batters.
Popped up and out of play by Marley Giles.
Heavener throws in 68, 69 miles per hour.
Giles with the pop-up. Shallow right field. Alex Franklin moves over. Here is Audrey Vandegrift. Alabama and Tennessee are the only 2 teams who have not trailed. See the combination here at Alabama. It's been a big story and a big difference. Vandegrift trying to bunch her way on. She does that very well. LSU was ready for it, but she fouled it off.
Fantastic for the Lady Volunteers all season long, and you're seeing similar numbers put up by Vic Moten and Jocelyn Brisky for Alabama.
Heavener couldn't ask
for of softball till the end of time is that if you've got a hot hand in the circle, they can carry you all the way.
Vic Moten starts with strike one to Tori Edwards.
I think that Vic Moten needs to come out here and try to match the strikeout numbers that Jocelyn Brisky had yesterday, but I do think there's something to be said about taking low rise balls at the bottom of the zone, and instead it's a drop ball dropping off of the tape.
One of the pitches they're calling from the dugout that she doesn't feel like she's got great command of right now. That's hard to say when someone has 4 strikeouts, but now a 4-pitch walk to offer her some encouragement as she's thrown 5 straight balls. Before that strike to Char Lorenz, the sophomore left fielder. There was no traffic on the bases. LSU at least trying to work a walk here, just try to manufacture something to make Alabama sweat a little bit here.
Traffic on the base paths.
The drop, bottom drops out. Strikeout number 5, 2 down.
The base hit by
A couple of hits, couple of walks in the NCAA. 2 batters that Brisky faced. Brisky got the first pitch strike.
That's what, over a 75% clip right there when she's just able to get thing that you can do damage with.
Fouled off, and it's 2-2 to Hutchins with 2 down. Moten's going to have to field it. Going to be a tough play, and an infield hit for Hutchins. Avery Hodge, number 9 hitter, steps in. Strike 1. Giles throwing back to second as Baj
taking a big lead off of second with Salem Hawkins shifted in the 5-6 hole.
Hodge went. It's 1-2. Slapped out the left, dropping quickly. It's down for a base hit. Holding at third is Bajaran. So big spot here for Jayla Lassiter. If you're LSU, this is the player you want to. Framed by Giles for a strike, 1-1.
I think that's a good take by Jayla Lassiter, and it's an even.
The 1-1. Hit well to center field. It's high, it's far, it is caught at the wall. 7-8-9 for Bama here in the third. Evener starts with strike 1 to Ambry Taylor. Taylor looking for. Got to be impressed by Heavener so far. We talked quite a bit about her as her 3rd straight 0-2 count and gets her 3rd strikeout, 1 away. So continuing what she started at LSU. Hawkins fouls it off. It's 1-1.
Not an easy pitch to take. Looked pretty close. Looked like it clipped the outside part of the zone.
2-2. Another 3-2 from Heavener. And another strikeout, called strike 3. 3 in a row for Jaden Heavener, 2 down. On Brown, the plate umpire today. 3-0. 4-pitch walk. Alabama has their first. Take strike 1. Anywhere close to the zone. That one is down the middle. Young with the swing and a miss.
What's wild to me, Aaron, her miss way out of the strike zone.
Back-to-back walks with 2 down.
Even that pitch, you could tell.
After that, 76 walks on the season now issued by Heavener. Back-to-back walks. Wells could not check on the appeal. Strike 1.
Until I get to 2 strikes, because I'm going to do whatever I can to keep the pressure on her in the circle.
Wells does take a cut.
Back to Heavener in the circle.
The 1-2. Called strike 3. So Heavener runs into control problems. Before we came on, Maddie and I did ask Beth when she put the headset on what happened with the.
Go to the rosin, you still have to wipe off on your pants before you go to the ball. So you can't go straight from the rosin straight to that ball. So maybe that's something that both of these coaches.
First pitch strike to Daniel. Now down the count 0-2. She struck out looking in the first. Vic Moten, the freshman. Ground ball to the right side. Jenny Young over to Wells at first. Daniel retired. Got the first hit for LSU in the first inning. Her 6th hit of the NCAA tournament. Strike 1. In the SEC championship game. Popped up to shallow center. White's coming on, and she's got it for the out. 2 down. Great catch. As Brisky was trying to retire the final 21 batters she faced in the at-bats. And now she's the cleanup hitter, and she's put a charge in this one, and it's off the wall. Franklin with a 2-out double for LSU.
Edwards to bring across the first run.
LSU aggressive at the plate. Franklin had the hard hit double to the gap in right center. Edwards. Oh, and 2 the count to Bajaran.
I knew if I didn't swing, they had 0 chance of making it over the scoreboard.
Strike 1 from Jaden Heavner. Runners for Alabama, both coming by way of walks last inning. But Pillow puts a charge in it. Center field. It's deep. It's gone. She's been hitting the weights from the end of last year to this year. Really dialed it up. That's Roman with a fly ball to the left fielder. Lorette, so they'll play a deciding game 3 tomorrow. Bunted foul by Giles. Oklahoma has stayed alive in Norman. They beat Mississippi State 7-1, so a game. One and 2 to
Alexis Papillo being one of those players that's had just an offensive explosion up at the plate this year.
Giles down on strikes, 2 down. You saw.
And you can use when you step back into the batter's box the next time around.
Vandergriff fouls it off for strike 1.
One of the swings that really subtle switch in her timing, being able to recognize those pitches.
Vandergriff's got another hit in the postseason. She's been red hot. That's her 12th Taylor at the plate. Vandergriff on the move. Fouled off for strike 1. Hit to right field and hit well. It's carrying, and it is off the wall. Vandergriff's got great speed. She took a look to see where it was. Here's Salem Hawkins. Takes strike 1. Looking back at that replay, Vandergriff was hesitating.
Going back to yesterday's ball game for Alabama.
Hawkins with the bloop. It will drop in. Vandergriff scores. Taylor scores. A 2. At the conversation with Patrick Murphy, have you seen the Alabama
trying to defend against?
3-1.
Heavner does do a very good job of fielding.
Called a strike. Count is full now to Kristen White. To Daniel, the throw over to first in time to retire White. But 3 runs in the inning.
To the Lady Volunteers for advancing to Oklahoma City.
Florida and Oklahoma with wins today, so there will be game 3s in Norman and in Gainesville tomorrow. 0-2 the count to Char Lorenz, leading things off here for LSU in the bottom of the 4th. Got the win last night in Austin over Texas 4-1. They'll meet tonight 8 o'clock Eastern here on ESPN. Hawkins puts away the pop-up. Lorenz batter. Heavner throws her 73rd pitch. Young can't catch up to it. It's 1-1.
He wanted them to force Jaden Heavner to pitch a little bit lower in the zone. There's a changeup out of the hand of Jaden.
Peyton Monticelli got the first appearance of the season. 13 wins. That's how to play. Fly ball to left, hit well, but it will be caught by Char Lorenz. 1 down.
Has been quiet through these first 2 games.
Wells fouls it off for strike 1. LSU. 0-2. Starts to get a little 0 for 2 today. Tried to check, could not. 0-2.
So there are a few more changes that we're noticing. Coach Beth Torina has now gone over. Went yard in that at bat.
Change up in there. Strike 3. Brisky picks up where she left off last night.
Better and better.
Fouled off by Sierra Daniel for strike 1. Daniel 0 for 2 today. 0 for 5. 0-2. Beth
Circle.
Over the glove of Jenny Young at second base, and Daniel has her first hit of the Super Regional. It comes with 1 down. 1 for 2 today, singled in the first, was robbed of a hit by a dive.
Outs at the beginning of the year.
Blooped into the glove of the third baseman, Taylor. Soft liner put away for out number 2. There's a strike for the SEC Pitcher of the Year, making her 8th relief appearance.
And I might come back up in the zone with one of those rise balls to kind of counteract.
Two strikeouts in the inning for Jocelyn Brisky.
Was just going to stick in her mind forever.
Base hit to lead things off for Alabama here in the top half.
Notice how she keeps her hands palm up, palm down through the zone. That's how she was able to.
Tuscaloosa Regional last weekend. Looking to sacrifice, gets the bunt down, heaving her to first. Sacrifice successful, 1 down.
To prove it over into scoring position.
And set the table for the hottest hitter. Singled and scored back in the 4th. The 1-0. Good pitch. One and 2 to Vander, making her second start of the NCAA tournament. Vandegrift gloved at first, the throw over to third. Not in time to get Roman. It was her first hit of the NCAA tournament. Fouls it off for strike 1. By the way, good play by Tori Edwards down at front here in a 3-run game. How to play.
Fans and Alabama fans all went to maybe grab a little bit of dinner, refuel.
Taylor lays off. Runners on the corners for Alabama with Hawkins walks on 4 pitches and the bases are loaded. There's a strike, 1-1. Popped up on the infield. Daniel, great job by Heavener to work out of the
back. It starts with making adjustments up at the plate compared to what Jocelyn Brisky did to this lineup in yesterday's ball game.
Tori Edwards swinging a miss.
And struck out on a changeup. Because of that, I'd be in this at bat, I'd be looking for drop balls. I'd be looking for drop balls just like that one because
Edwards strikes out. 3 strikeouts already for Brisky. 1 down.
Barely changes throughout the entire game.
Fly ball down the right field line. Moving over is the new right fielder, Larissa Pruitt, who holds onto it in foul ground. They put aside bigger roles on this team for the good.
See that type of leadership from your seniors, it just makes everybody else want to jump on board and to help your teammates one after another. What is your role?
Twice against Brisky last night. Works a walk with 2 down. Three hits in the NCAA tournament. Strike 1.
Zone, I think you've got to take a chance and drop the barrel to try to get underneath one of these pitches.
Up and in, swing and a miss. It's 1 and 2.
And just wanted it. Jocelyn Brisky wanted it.
Fly ball to the right fielder. Pruitt keeps it. She's got it. You saw the game summary. There's so much to talk about, and not just weather related. They keep it a 3-run game as her teammates will come to the plate in the bottom of the 7th. Young with the bunt. Heavener fields it. Great play. 1 down. And at first, but we'll wait for the official announcement. While they review it in Pittsburgh, the teams can 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts against Heavener today. And take strike 1. 65 runs batted in. She's dangerous, but she hasn't had an answer for Heavener or LSU pitching.
Is on the inner half to Brooke Wells.
Called strike 3. 2 down. At that stretch of time in the 3rd inning into the 4th inning where she was
The
fighting.
way that she almost hides the softball.
Papillo with a solid single to right with 2 down, her 2nd hit of the game.
Where right now, doesn't matter if you throw the off speed, the rise ball, the curve ball, she is.
Alabama native playing perhaps her final home game here at Rhoads Stadium. Take strike 1. She would like for it would be better. 0-1. Pruitt lifts a fly ball to right. Franklin drifting towards the line, and she's got it, and that will do it for.
Now Jocelyn Brisky is out there in the circle looking to close it out. This is a team that is 3
games in to their 2026 NCAA tournament run. Strike 1. In the 2 games of the Super Regional. Hodge, 3rd base, Taylor on the run. Close one in time. Challenge will certainly come from LSU. She threw a strike with something on it to get it over to Dukeshire at first.
inning, and Abby Dukeshire having to stretch to get that out over at first.
Here's
Offense.
First hit today for Lassiter, 2nd of the Super, 5th of the NCAA tournament. Strike 1 to Sierra Daniel, 1 for 3 today. Got a piece. One of only 2 Tigers who did. Another 2-2. Pulls the string, gets the strikeout. 2 down for Bama in the 7th. One and 1. Swung on and missed. For the 16th time, Alabama is going to the Women's College World